In the world of entertainment, celebrities are expected to smile through tough questions, charm audiences, and offer rehearsed sound bites. But every so often, a celebrity decides enough is enough, especially when faced with an interviewer who crosses the line. Whether it's invasive personal questions, inappropriate comments, or tone-deaf jokes, these celebrities delivered unforgettable comebacks that reminded everyone that fame doesn't mean forfeiting dignity. Let's take a closer look at some of the most iconic moments when stars clapped back, shut down, or walked out of interviews that veered into disrespectful territory. Matthew McConaughey's cold standoff with Joy Behar. What began as a typical talk show appearance turned uncomfortable when actor Matthew McConaughey faced off with Joy Behar. The tension escalated after Behar interrupted McConaughey's fond reflection on tennis star Novak Djokovic, one of his close friends, with an unsolicited comment about Djokovic's views on vaccinations.
I was happy to be in his box, got to sit behind his parents, which was really awesome to see them when he brings them up and where they started.
Isn't he an anti-vaxxer? I believe
an anti-vaxxer?
I believe so, yeah. Just saying.
I was happy to be in his box, got to sit behind his parents, McConaughey said warmly before Behar jumped in. I believe an anti-vaxxer. The tone shifted immediately when Behar pressed him about whether he could get elected in Texas while being anti-gun. McConaughey shut down the speculation with a calm but firm reply. To give you a direct statement right there is playing a game I'm not interested in playing, he said, visibly irritated. It was a masterclass in dodging a trap with poise and asserting control over the narrative. Tom Cruise draws the line on divorce questions. Tom Cruise is no stranger to media scrutiny, but one interviewer took things too far by pushing Cruise to discuss his divorce from Nicole Kidman on live TV.
Call the love of your life?
What do you mean, Peter?
You were married for 10 years?
Listen, we raised children.
Was Nicole the love of your life? The interviewer asked. Cruise, maintaining a composed exterior, replied, "Listen, we raised children." But the probing continued. Do you still talk? Is there a relationship? Cruise, clearly reaching his limit, responded firmly, "Peter, you're stepping over a line now. You know you are. This is a conversation I'm having with you right now. Put your manners back in." It was a rare moment of vulnerability and authority, proving even Hollywood's biggest stars have boundaries. Lindsay Lohan, on the verge of tears. One of the most uncomfortable celebrity interviews in late-night television history involved actress Lindsay Lohan on The Late Show with David Letterman. She came to promote a movie, but Letterman had other plans. "Aren't you supposed to be in rehab now?" he asked with a smirk. As the audience laughed, Lohan tried to redirect the conversation, but Letterman continued.
Aren't you supposed to be in rehab now? And how long will you be in rehab?
3 months.
How many times have you been in rehab?
Several.
And how will this time be different? What are they rehabbing, first of all? What is on their list?
Let's stay on the positive. Despite her plea, the segment continued with mocking jabs that brought her close to tears. The moment sparked outrage online, with many later criticizing Letterman for his insensitivity and bullying. Jonah Hill fights back against fatphobic questions. Comedian and actor Jonah Hill has long been targeted with body-shaming jokes. But in several interviews, he finally decided enough was enough. Do you think it's important to be unattractive to be funny? One reporter asked. Hill replied sharply, "Can you just ask a normal question?" In another exchange, he was asked, "Are you still the fat guy in Hollywood?" Hill didn't miss a beat. "Do you have any other questions that are smart?" As if that wasn't enough, a different interviewer said, "You smell good," which is surprising. Hill, trying to stay composed, responded, "That's such a, like I'm going to work hard not to take that as a shot." His responses served as a powerful reminder that even humor has limits, and comedians aren't immune to hurtful stereotypes. Christina Hendricks shuts down body talk. Mad Men star Christina Hendricks has repeatedly been praised for her full-figured appearance, but not always in a respectful way. You've been an inspiration as a full-figured woman.
You have been an inspiration as a full-figured woman. What is the most inspiring story that you can remember where you've inspired someone? I don't know.
When the interviewer repeated the phrase again, Hendricks firmly cut her off. "You just said it again. It's just sort of." Her reaction was a clear signal. She wasn't there to be reduced to her body type, and she wasn't afraid to call it out. Tom Hardy claps back. Twice. Tom Hardy is known for his intensity on screen, and occasionally, off it too. In one now viral clip, a reporter asked about Hardy's sexuality during a Legend press conference. "Your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous," the reporter said awkwardly.
Own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
The conversation ended there, but Hardy's bold boundary setting earned him wide respect. In another painful encounter, Hardy was asked, "Did you ever think, why are all these women in Mad Max? Fury Road. I thought this was supposed to be a man's movie." He blinked. No, not for 1 minute. Sometimes, brevity hits harder than any insult. Anne Hathaway, not here for Catwoman objectification. While promoting The Dark Knight Rises, Anne Hathaway was bombarded with questions about her body and workout routine.
You are in phenomenal shape.
Thank you.
You're very
gracious.
You're always in great shape, but you had to make sure you were in perfect shape for this one, didn't you?
Still, the interviewer pushed, "Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to fit into a catsuit?" With an icy smile, Hathaway said, "What do you want? Are you trying to fit into a catsuit?" The exchange revealed how quickly a promotional interview can turn invasive, and how skillfully Hathaway deflected it. Gordon Ramsay's searing rebuttal. A journalist once tried to ambush Gordon Ramsay by handing him a photo of a steak served at one of his restaurants, claiming it wasn't up to standard. "You asked for a steak well done," Ramsay explained, "and once you do that, you kill any taste in the meat." He called the setup a stupid question, refused to entertain the criticism, and handed the paper right back. Brutal. Classic Ramsay. Michael B. Jordan confronts a former bully. While walking a red carpet, actor Michael B. Jordan recognized a reporter as a former schoolmate who once called him corny. The reporter tried to play it off. "I didn't say that." Jordan, calm but clearly remembering, said, "We go way back. You said I was corny, right?" The internet quickly applauded Jordan's cool clapback. Even more awkward was when Creed III co-star Jonathan Majors showed up, and the reporter awkwardly shifted into flirtation mode, calling them the sexiest men. Talk about a double whammy. Jim Carrey's existential spiral. In one of the most bizarre red carpet moments ever, Jim Carrey derailed a Fashion Week interview with a philosophical rant. "I wanted to find the most meaningless thing I could come to, and here I am," he said. When the reporter mentioned the event was celebrating fashion icons, Carrey scoffed. "I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist." He went on to say, "None of this is real. We don't matter." Later, Carrey explained he was experiencing an existential crisis at the time, but the moment remains one of the most surreal shutdowns ever broadcast. Megan Fox swats away a flirty interviewer. In another cringeworthy clip, a male reporter attempted to flirt with actress Megan Fox mid-interview. "I don't know if there's a man alive who's not in love with you in some way," he said. Fox, clearly uncomfortable, replied, "You're so silly. Silly man in a checkered shirt." Her deadpan response said it all. Matt Lauer's infamous interview with Sandra Bullock. Years before his downfall, Matt Lauer made headlines for an uncomfortable interview with Sandra Bullock, focusing more on her nude scene than the film she was promoting. "I've now seen you naked," Lauer said casually. The moment, long considered inappropriate, aged poorly after Lauer was fired from NBC amid sexual misconduct allegations. Bullock's look of disbelief in that interview was as telling as any words she could have said. Joaquin Phoenix has had enough. While promoting Joker, actor Joaquin Phoenix grew increasingly frustrated with repetitive questions about his process. "Isn't this old news?" he asked. Though he answered with sarcasm, it was clear Phoenix, known for his disdain for press tours, was over it. Quentin Tarantino refuses to be controlled. When asked whether violent movies inspire real-world violence, director Quentin Tarantino snapped, "Don't ask me a question like that. I refuse your question. I'm not your slave, and you're not my master." The clip went viral for its intensity and became one of Tarantino's most infamous moments. Robert Downey Jr. walks out. Finally, in what may be the ultimate celebrity shutdown, Robert Downey Jr. walked out of an interview after being blindsided with personal and political questions. "We're promoting a movie," he said, trying to keep things on track. But when the interviewer pressed about his past drug use and political beliefs, Downey stood up. "What are we doing here? I'm done," he said, removing his mic and walking off. He later called the interviewer a bottom feeder for the ambush. If you enjoyed this video into the most jaw-dropping celebrity interview moments, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes Hollywood stories, pop culture breakdowns, and viral entertainment moments. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.